Welcome to Grump's barn number 3. Sorry there's been a bit of a delay, but life keeps getting in the way. Before I start ripping this apart some more, this is what you get when you share your workplace with Swifts. Look at that. Dirty little buggers. More cleaning needed on the chassis and on the floor. And it's every bleeding where else as well. All over the tyres and stuff. Thankfully they haven't been inside the car, they just shit all over everything else. Never mind, as you can see I've cleared out all the wing bits and everything. Well, apart from the front panel over there, oh well. I've forgotten something. That'll be next. Alright, and I've now started to undo the 2 bolts on this side that hold the chassis outrigger in place. Now, I'm hoping I can get enough light in here for you to see it. Hang on a second. Just move the camera. Hang on. Bear with me. There we go. Bit more light. There we go, we can see what we're looking at now. Those 2 there, well, I've taken one out and the other one, as you can see, is rounded off completely. I'm going to have to cut that off. What I'm just about to do. Before I go around the other side and see what that's like. Back to you in a moment, hopefully with that removed. Right, there we go. That there is what was held on. These 2 here on the top, those are where your seat belt is bolted on. I'll show you in a second with those. I had to unbolt those as well first before I got these 2 out of here. Second one I just cut off, first one unbolted, and the second one is still sitting in there, not going anywhere. Hang on, let's see if we can get it. There you go. It's still stuck in there, going nowhere. Never mind. Right, on to the other side. I'll see you there. Just one little extra here. Just had to get a cold chisel to that because that would not come out any other way. Yeah, just slightly rotted in. I'm glad I did get it out, because also these fell out, little spacers, so I shall have to put back in when I rebuild it. Great fun. Right, on to the other side now. Right, before I forget, this is where those 2 bolts are in the top here. Hang on, if I put the light there, it's going to fall over probably, but stupid thing. There we go. These 2 down the bottom here, that one and that one. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see it. I hope you can too. There you go. Those are the 2 holding your seat belt in place. So you've got to undo those on both sides. Now I've got to get back underneath because I've managed to get one off so far, which thankfully was actually not in bad nick at all. Everything came off. The other one's undoing, but it's spinning. And because you've got a fuel tank in the way, It makes it even more of a bugger to get at. Alright, back in a minute. Well, success. I don't believe that. Both of those actually came off. So either this XCP stuff is very, very good stuff, or oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I got a present here. Give me a second. I don't believe what's happening under here. Yeah, that outrigger I think was definitely due a change. Good grief. Oh dear me. Oh well. Now you see why I need to swap the chassis. Bloody hell. Where's that? Ah, here we go. Good grief. Ah. Yeah, good grief being the non-swear word of the day, or swear words. Under here, under there. See what I'm just getting out? Bloody hell. Aha. Ah, one more bracket. Again, there's the two captures for the seat belt to bolt onto. Just to give this a clean up. Obviously this was to stop electrolytic and electrolytic oh fuck, what's the word? You know what I mean. Stop everything crumbling under here. Hasn't worked remarkably well. But, well, considering the age of the old beast, hasn't done badly really. Right, onwards and upwards. Let's see what's next. Right, the next job is going to be another fun one to get at. Again, it's underneath. I've even got some extra light today, so there we go. Under here, I've got to disconnect the pipes from the diesel filler and take off the outside bit as well. Obviously, it's all got to go in here. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't know if I can even get on anything. It's so crapped up in here. Oh well. Onwards and upwards, as I say. Oh, and a quick mention here, before I forget. For good old Uncle Mike, over in Canada. My favourite Yorkshireman in Canada, I tell you. Mike at Britannica Restorations. He's the man to go to if you want real information on how to sort your Land Rovers out. He's absolutely spot on. Been doing the job for donkey's years. He must be at least as old as me. Yeah, give him a look. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel at the bottom of my thing. That should get him at least 1 or 2 subscriptions. From my thousands. Right. Let's get on. I'll find something to undo this with. Right. Here we go then. I've just seen I can actually get this off from out here. Ha, fingers crossed. Oh dear, that was much. The captive part is broken on that one. Good grief. That one's rounded out. No, they're all buggered. Wonderful. Yep, that one's spinning as well. Oh, I see the metal behind there's all buggered as well. Nice. Oh well. I'll get the drill now. Drill all these out. Ugh, never rains but it pours. Right, back in a minute. Right, now with those drilled out, as you can see, hang on, bit of crap. This will should just push through and out the way underneath. And that obviously will come off with the chassis. We'll bend it around a little bit more and put the cap back on just to stop anything falling in the tank. But that basically is that. Now I'm going to have to take the seat base off and disconnect the electrics from the fuel tank. Right, I think most of you know how to take one of these off, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Oh, crap in this car. Oh well, it's an excuse to clean it out, doesn't it? Ah, hasn't been off in a while. Just give it a waggle. It's only crap holding it in place anyway. Move the seat back a bit. Might make it a little easier. There we go. Oh dear. Oh, but I can leave the fuel lines on at least for now. I'm going to have to soak that first so I can take those off. I should actually soak these as well because they will have to come off at some point. This is a pretty simple compared to the later bloody Land Rovers. Almost as simple as the original series. One in, one out. And a float mechanism. And that is it. Oh, yep, they're moving now. One off. Two off. Green goes to the right. The black goes in the middle. There's a cover over the other one. Obviously for a different spec. Right. Oh yeah, I've also disconnected the handbrake. Just need to disconnect it from the body here. Just pull out the rubber. There we go. That is held in place. Hang on a minute. Let's get some light in it. There we go, down there. All it is a little R clip. Pull that out, push out that pin, and you can disconnect it. A lot easier than trying to disconnect it at the engine end. And then you just push it through the body. Very simple operation, that one. Right. On to the next job. I know somewhere there are apparently a couple of bolts holding the seat box down. I think that must be it there. Yes. So that's my next one. Underneath the carpet there somewhere. Right, back in a second when I found that. Right, well, I'm going to leave those for the minute because they are a complete and utter twat. And I will show you for why. I'll have to come back to them. The top of the one holding it down is hidden under here. So you've got to get that out first to get to it. That is spinning because the bottom captive part of it is broken free. And the other side of it, way down under here. Almost impossible to get at. So I'm going to have to undo this side of the tunnel and then just cut it off with an angle grinder. If I go to the other side, you can actually get to the other one a lot easier at the top. But still, I'm going to have to cut it off anyway. Oh no, hang on. I thought I'd found it. No, it's obviously underneath there again. I've got to take it off both sides. I'm not sure if these would come out without being cut off anyway. Deep joy! Wonderful, isn't it? So in the meantime, I shall disconnect the electrics. Your engine loom comes in here. That's your main engine loom. There's disconnects on this one here. Bloody hell. Disconnect this first. Take that light a minute. Let's see what I'm doing without the light. That doesn't make any bloody sense. Gotcha. So I disconnected that earlier. Oh, I'll take that out for a minute. I want to get at this. Where's the bloody clip? Back there, I think. It's never been apart since I read it. I read it nearly 20 years. I'll come back to you on this one. Well, there we go. That didn't want to come apart. Bloody hell. Alright. That's that bit off for now. I also need to disconnect these down here. Right. Push that on there. Give that a tug. Yeah. Alright, that one there is for your lights and everything for the rear chassis. In fact, it appears to have two. Well, there you go. Should have done my homework better, shouldn't I? There we go, 1, 2. And a third one that's not used. Oh, tell her, there's a fourth one here. For fuck's sake. That's it. 1, 2, 3. All I've got to do is work out how they clipped onto there. Probably just slid on. Oh, I should have a look in a minute with some extra light. But they're all disconnected for now. Other thing I've got to do is disconnect the battery leads. From both the starter motor and the gearbox. In fact, there's also a chassis earth on this that I need to disconnect as well. Right, back in a minute. Right, before I finish off, because believe it or not, it's hot and humid here today. Unheard of. I live right at the very, very top of Scotland. Way at the bleeding top. In the middle of nowhere. Where this sort of weather is almost unheard of. I'm absolutely boiled. Never mind. Normally you're talking about a top temperature in the year about 15 degrees around here. We got up to about 23 recently. Just not on. And of course when you get those temperatures, that's when you get the midges. Right, there we go. This is what we've got to disconnect here. Should be a 13mm. Possibly a 14. Who knows these days? Give me a second, I know I've got a spanner. Ooh. And I know I've resisted filming most of this sort of stuff, but well. This is the end of the video for today anyway, pretty much, so. This is just to remind you of what I do in between times. I spend most of my time trying to find what I've just put down. Which is why I'm such a grumpy old git. Right. Oh, for goodness sake, get that down there. There we go. Bet it's a 14. Because I found the 13. Nope, it is a 13. God, you bugger. This is the other problem around here. Everything gets in the way of everything else. Oh, we're moving, aren't we? Hold it steady. That's better. Very limited access to this at the best of bleeding times. Even with the wing off, it's still a pain in the bum. Never mind. We're getting there. I should get myself some ratchet spanners at some point. Would make my life a lot easier. Well, a few things I haven't got. There we go. With all these things, watch you don't lose any washers that are involved. They're there for a reason. Especially that one. Spring washer. Helps to keep some tension on the nut and stop it undoing. They can all come off. That's it. Put the nut and bolt back on. Nut and bolt. Nut and washer back on. So you don't lose them. And when you're going to put it back together again, you know where they are. There we go. Well, I think that's me for today. I've really spent a good few hours buggering about out here. We're nearly there. The only other things that I've got to do, apart from disconnect the wiring on the bulkhead there, and disconnect it at the back end, because it goes down from there through the chassis to the back, comes out and goes up to the back lights. I'm going to have to pull that through at some point. I mean, disconnecting all the back end. Which, as I had a welding accident, well, I didn't have an accident welding. I had an accident whilst I was welding when I was cutting out some grot, and I sliced straight through all the back wires. So then they're all connected up with shrink wrap. Ah well, they work perfectly. So I'll probably just disconnect them again there and pull them out. And put a block connector on them next time. Right. What else have we got here? Don't think there's anything else to do. Yeah, the only other thing to disconnect would be the battery earth, which, as I say, either goes onto your chassis or goes onto your gearbox, depending on the motor you've got. Or it might even go onto both, some do. But it's not that difficult to do. Well, to find it, you just follow your earth lead. The live one there is what I've just disconnected from the starter motor at the front here, along with the ignition wires, these brown ones. I'll take power up to your starter, well, up to your ignition key to give power down to your starter. Alright, yep, that will do for now. See you all in a week or so. Take care. Bye.